So it is called pseudomembranous conjunctivitis or hemorrhagic conjunctivitis. What is the difference between pseudomembrane and true membrane? Usually grayish-white membrane covering the palpebral conjunctiva in pseudomembrane peels off easily without any bleeding. Classically in pneumococcus, streptococcus, staphylococcus, E. coli, etc. What is true membrane? It is a very tough membrane, peels off with much difficulty, and when we peel it off, it will cause bleeding. Classically described in diphtheria conjunctivitis. Management of bacterial conjunctivitis. Usually, we do not do any seroculture. Broad spectrum antibiotic like quinolones or chloramphenicol or tobramycin are used. In case of children, we usually use tobramycin. A broad spectrum antibiotic ointment at night. No steroid is used. Systemic antibiotic usually not needed, except in some special cases. Next is gonococcal conjunctivitis. It is a sexually transmitted disease. Nowadays, it is very rare. It is very hyperacute features like severe purulent discharge, severe congestion, huge chemosis, and very early involvement of the cornea. And common complication is corneal perforation. Usually, we admit the patient with some systemic therapy, injection, ceftriaxone, intramuscular 1 gram in a single dose. If there is corneal involvement, IV ceftriaxone 1 gram BD for 3 days with topically frequently instilled fluoroquinolone like norfloxacillin or moxifloxacillin. It is started at 5 minutes interval. Next, half an hourly. When condition resolve, reduced to hourly or 2 hourly. With frequent irrigation of the discharges to debulk the conjunctival load of bacteria. Next is membranous conjunctivitis. In children who are not immunized against diphtheria should be treated as diphtheria. Topical penicillin is the drug of choice. We have to make a freshly prepared topical penicillin from injectable preparation. Sometimes systemic penicillin is also needed. Injection of antidiphtheric serum and removal of the membrane are discouraged. If you remove the membrane, it will cause severe bleeding. What is ophthalmia neonatal? The conjunctival infection during the first month of after birth is called ophthalmia neonatal. If there is conjunctivitis within first 2 days, we have to think about chemical conjunctivitis and gonococcal conjunctivitis and treat accordingly with systemic ceftriaxone and topical quinolones. If after 2 to 3 days, that is usually due to other bacterial conjunctivitis. Management with erythromycin eye ointment and quinolone eye drops. 5 to 7 days due to herpes simplex virus. In that case, we have to use acyclovir 3% ointment 5 times a day for 2 weeks. And after 1 week, if there is congestion, we have to think about chlamydia trachomatis. But nowadays, trachoma is eradicated from our country, so usually we not get such cases. Next is viral conjunctivitis. Usually due to adenovirus, two types of presentation. One is epidemic keratoconjunctivitis or EKC, and another one is pharyngoconjunctival fever. In case of pharyngoconjunctival fever, we have to palpate the submandibular and preauricular glands. Other causes are herpes and picornavirus and molluscum contagiosum. What is EKC? It usually occurs in epidemic. Rapidly developing follicular conjunctivitis, usually bilateral, with some serous discharges, with some follicle formation in the palpebral conjunctiva. There will be lead edema, preauricular lymphadenopathy, and occasionally subconjunctival hemorrhage with membranous conjunctivitis. Sometimes after 1 week, there may be a chance of corneal involvement like superficial punctate keratitis or subepithelial infiltrates. We usually do not use any antiviral drugs in EKC. Some broad spectrum topical antibiotic to prevent secondary infections, some lubricating eye drop to minimize the symptom. And if there is severe inflammation, we may use steroid eye drops with close follow-up to prevent symblepharon and sometimes subepithelial infiltrates. What is symblepharon? It is adhesion between the bulbar conjunctiva and the palpebral conjunctiva. Herpes virus infection. The conjunctival infection due to herpes virus is not very important, but the corneal involvement due to herpes virus infection is more important. These are the features. Often it is due to primary manifestation. Usually in young children, there may be vesicles in lid margin, may be acute follicular conjunctivitis with preauricular lymphadenopathy. Sometimes there will be corneal involvement. The corneal sensation is reduced. Antibiotic, lubricating eye drops, and acyclovir or ganciclovir eye ointment 5 times a day for 2 weeks is needed. Next is angular conjunctivitis. This is due to Moraxella, but may be due to Staphylococcus also. Usually there will be discomfort, mild mucopurulent discharges, congestion typically at the intermarginal strip near the outer or inner canthus. There will be excoriation of the lid due to some proteolytic enzyme produced by the bacteria. Congestion of the adjacent bulbar conjunctiva may be chronic if it is left untreated. Treatment. With quinolone eye drop or tetracycline ointment, we sometimes use zinc preparation, which inhibits the proteolytic ferments produced by the bacteria. Chronic conjunctivitis. If there is unilateral chronic conjunctivitis, we have to exclude chronic dacryocystitis, any concealed foreign body, especially in the upper fornix, or malingering. In chronic conjunctivitis, trachoma is one of the commonest cause, but as trachoma is eradicated from our country, we have no necessity to treat trachoma. What are the other causes of chronic conjunctivitis? Tuberculosis, leprosy, cat scratch fever, POS, Perinods oculograndular syndrome, lymphogranuloma venerum, and due to caterpillar hair, that is called ophthalmia nodosa. Thank you. Next day we will learn about the allergic varieties of conjunctivitis. Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
question? Have you any question? Okay, thank you. This is a very boring class. Just go through it, and in practical, subconjunctival hemorrhage is important, and also some different type of allergic conjunctivitis like flictenular conjunctivitis and vernal conjunctivitis, which are usually we give in practicals. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay,
Thank you, sir.
okay.